Have you ever felt like the world was passing you by? Like everyone around you was building relationships, connecting with others, and you were somehow left standing alone. The truth is, being chosen for greatness often means walking a path that others might not understand. And on that path, you might find yourself without romantic connections, without the love stories that seem to define so many lives. But what if I told you that this isolation isn't a punishment? What if I told you that being different means you are being prepared than the ordinary? The journey you are on right now is not a burden, it's your destiny unfolding, and your time is coming. Let me explain why this period of solitude is not your weakness, but your strength. Being chosen often means being set apart. It means standing in a space that not everyone can understand. Many people find comfort in relationships, romantic connections, friendships, or close-knit bonds with others. These relationships are meaningful, but for those who are destined for something greater, they sometimes find themselves walking a different road, one that is often paved with solitude and quiet reflection. But do not mistake this solitude for loneliness. It is not a curse, but a blessing in disguise. The chosen ones are often the ones who are tasked with carrying a unique vision, a purpose, or a mission that requires focus, clarity, and self-reliance. In order to fulfill that purpose, they must first understand themselves, their strengths, and their vision without the distractions of romantic entanglements. This is a phase of growth, not deprivation. Understand this: greatness is rarely found in the comfort of the crowd. The greatest minds, the most influential leaders, and the individuals who have shaped history were often isolated, misunderstood, or alone in their journeys because their purpose was different. They weren't meant to be caught up in fleeting relationships or in the pursuit of conventional love. They were called to something bigger, and that required them to stand firm, alone, until the time was right. Think about the artists, the visionaries, the entrepreneurs who changed the world. How many of them were chasing after romantic connections while they were building their empires? How many were focusing on their work, their craft, their passion, often sacrificing personal relationships for the time being because they knew that their destiny was calling them to something more? They were not abandoned, they were being prepared. You too are being prepared for your moment of greatness. The isolation you feel now is the space where you will build yourself into the person you are meant to become. Use this time wisely. Invest in your growth, in your skills, in your mind. The solitude you experience now is the same space that will allow you to cultivate the strength, wisdom, and resilience that you will need when the world finally recognizes your purpose. In a world that is constantly looking for validation through romantic connections, the chosen ones must learn to validate themselves. They must learn to find fulfillment within, to feel whole within themselves, so that when the right people do come into their lives, whether romantically or otherwise, they will not need them to define their worth. They will already know their value. You are being isolated right now because the world is preparing to be impacted by your greatness. Embrace this period of solitude. Use it to discover your voice, to sharpen your skills, to ignite your passion. When the time is right, you will find your tribe, your purpose, and even the romantic connections you've been waiting for, but only after you have become the person you need to be to fully embrace them. Understand this: you are not lost. You are being prepared. You are not forgotten. You are being elevated. Your greatness cannot be shared with the world if you are distracted by temporary things. And while others may look at your solitude as a sign of something missing, know that it is only the calm before the storm of your success, your impact, your moment. So stand tall in your solitude, for it is your strength. Know that you are chosen for greatness, and the world will soon see you as the force you are meant to be. Stay focused, stay resilient, and know that your time is coming. Solitude is preparation. Solitude, often seen as a form of loneliness, is in fact one of the most powerful tools for personal growth and preparation. In our fast-paced world where constant connection and social validation seem to be the standard, solitude has become a rare and sometimes uncomfortable experience. However, those who choose or are destined to walk a path of greatness often find themselves alone for a reason. This isolation, far from being a sign of failure or loneliness, is a powerful time for reflection, growth, and preparation. When you are in solitude, you have the space to hear your own thoughts without distraction. It's easy to get caught up in the noise of society, the opinions of others, and the constant pull to compare yourself to what everyone else is doing. In solitude, there is no one else to distract you from your inner dialogue, your dreams, and your goals. It is in these quiet moments that you can connect with your true self and discover your deeper desires. By being alone, you are forced to confront who you really are, not who you think you should be to meet the expectations of others. This time alone gives you the opportunity to reflect on your strengths and weaknesses. You can identify areas of improvement without the pressure of others judging you. In solitude, you can focus on what you truly want to accomplish without external interference. It's during this period of self-reflection that you can sharpen your skills, work on personal development, and discover your purpose. Many great leaders, inventors, and artists spent long periods alone before they made their most significant contributions to the world. The isolation allowed them to think deeply, plan meticulously, and prepare mentally and emotionally for the challenges they would face when they finally took action. Solitude also teaches you the value of self-reliance. When you are alone, you are responsible for your own happiness and well-being. This may seem daunting at first, but it's in this process that you discover your true strength. By learning to be content with yourself, you stop depending on others for validation, approval, or emotional support. You begin to understand that true peace comes from within, and no external relationship or circumstance can define your happiness or self-worth. This level of emotional independence is a critical step in personal growth because it frees you from the need to conform to others' expectations, allowing you to follow your own path with confidence. Moreover, solitude provides the time and space to dream big, to plan your future without limits. It allows you to step away from distractions and focus solely on what you want to achieve. When you are constantly surrounded by people and noise, it's easy to get lost in the crowd and forget your unique potential. But when you are alone, you are in control of your own vision. You can take time to reflect on your long-term goals. And most importantly, you can develop a strategy to achieve them. Every successful individual has had moments of solitude where they could focus on their aspirations, allowing them to bring clarity to their vision and purpose. Solitude is not about withdrawing from the world, but rather about preparing yourself to step into the world with strength, clarity, and purpose. The quiet time you spend alone allows you to become the person you need to be in order to handle the challenges ahead. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth, solitude helps you build the resilience, confidence, and vision required for success. So, embrace solitude, for it is in this space that you will find the preparation you need for the greatness that lies ahead. Self-worth from within. Self-worth is the foundation upon which everything else in life is built. It is the internal recognition of your own value, independent of the opinions or validation of others. In a world that constantly pushes us to seek approval from external sources, whether it's social media, relationships, or achievements, the true essence of self-worth can often become clouded. However, the most powerful form of self-worth is the one that comes from within. When you understand and appreciate your own value, you become unstoppable, and nothing can take that away from you. The concept of self-worth from within is about recognizing that you are enough just as you are. It doesn't matter what others think of you or how they perceive your success. Your value is inherent. It comes from your character, your kindness, your abilities, and your willingness to grow. Too often we measure our worth based on external markers, the approval of friends, the praise of family, or even societal standards of beauty, wealth, or achievement. While these things can certainly be affirming, they should never define your self-worth. If you rely solely on others for validation, you give away your power. You allow someone else to decide your worth, which leaves you vulnerable to the whims of others' opinions. Self-worth from within begins with self-acceptance. It starts with a commitment to love yourself, flaws and all. This doesn't mean ignoring areas where you can improve, but it does mean recognizing that you are worthy of love and respect regardless of your mistakes or imperfections. We are all human, and no one is perfect. But this does not diminish our value. Your worth is not based on your past or your mistakes. It is intrinsic to who you are as a person. Once you accept yourself fully, you unlock the power to change, grow, and evolve without fear of judgment. Another important aspect of self-worth is the ability to set boundaries. When you value yourself, you understand that you are deserving of respect and that you have the right to protect your emotional and mental well-being. Boundaries allow you to say no when necessary, to walk away from toxic relationships, and to prioritize your own needs without feeling guilty. Setting healthy boundaries is a form of self-respect that signals to others how you expect to be treated. When you respect yourself, others are more likely to respect you as well. True self-worth also involves cultivating inner strength. When you know your own value, you don't need others to constantly tell you that you're good enough. You become your own biggest cheerleader. This inner confidence allows you to take on challenges, pursue your dreams, and take risks without the constant fear of failure or rejection. Even when you stumble or face setbacks, you don't question your worth because you know that your value is not determined by success or failure. It's constant, unshakable, and not dependent on external circumstances. Additionally, building self-worth from within helps you focus on the things that truly matter. Instead of being distracted by the opinions of others or chasing after superficial goals, you can pursue what truly aligns with your values and passions. You stop living for the approval of others and start living for your own fulfillment. Your self-worth is reflected in how you make decisions, the relationships you choose, and the actions you take in alignment with your values. When you trust your own worth, you become more intentional about how you spend your time and energy, and you make choices that reflect your true self. Ultimately, self-worth from within is about reclaiming your power. It's the realization that your value is not contingent on anything outside of yourself. You are worthy because you exist. You are worthy because you show up, because you strive to improve, and because you are committed to living authentically. When you embrace this truth, you stop looking for validation in places where it cannot be found, and you start living in alignment with your true potential. Your self-worth is an internal force that no one can take from you. It's your foundation, your strength, and your greatest source of power. Embrace your destiny. Embracing your destiny is about recognizing the unique path you are meant to walk and stepping forward with courage, confidence, and an unwavering belief that you are meant for something great. We all have a purpose in this world, and while the journey may not always be clear or easy, the moment you embrace your destiny, you open yourself up to a life of fulfillment and profound impact. It's about understanding that everything you have gone through and everything you are going through has been part of shaping you into the person you were always meant to become. Destiny is not something that happens to you. It's something you actively participate in creating. Often we think of destiny as a fixed, predetermined path, but the truth is it's something you co-create with the universe. It is shaped by your choices, your actions, and your willingness to stay true to who you are. Your destiny is not a place you will eventually arrive at, but a journey that unfolds as you move through life. When you embrace it, you stop feeling like a passive observer and become an active participant in your own life. The first step in embracing your destiny is believing that you deserve it. Too many people live with the belief that they are unworthy of success, happiness, or greatness. They allow self-doubt, fear, and past failures to cloud their vision. But in order to truly embrace the new destiny, you must release these limiting beliefs and replace them with the understanding that you are capable of achieving great things. You were not born by accident. Your experiences, talents, and challenges have all uniquely prepared you for the life that is waiting for you. Believe in the gifts you possess and understand that your unique combination of strengths and weaknesses will lead you to exactly where you need to be. Clarity of purpose is another key element in embracing your destiny. Many people wander through life without a clear sense of direction, unsure of what they are meant to do or who they are meant to be. While this can be a frustrating experience, it is important to understand that clarity comes over time. It is through trial and error, self-reflection, and the courage to pursue what sets your soul on fire that your purpose begins to reveal itself. Embracing your destiny requires patience and a willingness to explore the world around you. Learn from it, and allow your passions to lead you forward. Another essential part of embracing your destiny is trusting the process, even when things are tough. Life has a way of throwing challenges at us that seem insurmountable, and it can be easy to feel defeated. But every challenge you face, every setback, and every obstacle is not a sign that you are on the wrong path. It is an opportunity for growth. These struggles are shaping you into the person you need to be in order to fulfill your destiny. Trust that these moments are preparing you for something bigger, and understand that your resilience through adversity will be one of your greatest strengths. Finally, embracing your destiny means embracing your power. It means understanding that you are the author of your own story. Too often, we let external circumstances or the opinions of others dictate the course of our lives. But when you embrace your destiny, you take back control. You acknowledge your own agency and realize that you have the power to create the life you want. The future is not something that simply happens to you. It is something you create with every choice you make. Embracing your destiny is not about avoiding challenges or achieving perfection. It's about accepting the unknown, trusting yourself, and remaining committed to your journey no matter where it takes you. It's about waking up each day with the knowledge that you are moving toward your purpose, even when you can't see the full picture yet. Your destiny is not defined by external achievements or by what others think of you. It is defined by the way you show up, the choices you make, and the legacy you leave. When you truly embrace your destiny, you step into a life that is uniquely yours, a life that reflects your authentic self and the greatness you are capable of. I don't wait for the perfect moment to start. Your destiny is calling you now. Trust in it, trust in yourself, and take bold, inspired steps forward. The life you were always meant to live is waiting for you to claim it.